Christmas is sold to us as a time to kick back, relax, eat, drink and be merry. But in reality, for most women, it also has a gorgeous side helping of pressure, expectation and multitasking.
So here at Self-Care Club Wellness Road Tested, we talked at length about how we can support you, our listeners, through what is deemed to be a very strange Christmas.
We took everything you kindly shared with us and have broken it down into the 6 most common themes that cropped up again and again as the things that women find the most challenging this Christmas. They are overindulging, overspending, dealing with difficult relatives, the mental load, my personal favourite.
Mine too.
Expectations and missing loved ones. We took all these issues to therapist Kate Medlin and have been working with her and using her advice to be able to bring to you the bespoke Self-Care Club Festive Season Survival Toolkit.
So we had a chat with her about all of these different things, and we've sort of put together what we feel are the problems and perhaps, hopefully, some of the solutions.
Yes.
So, Nicole, let's get down to explaining how we went about our own individual practices. So we put all this research together. We saw what all the main difficulties were, and then we pinpointed the ones that we find challenging ourselves. And we have found some ways to try and deal with them this Christmas for us personally. Right. Would you like to go first?
Yes. So I have picked the expectations and the mental load.
Okay.
Obvious.
Yep.
What woman hasn't.
Yep.
And the overindulging. I really like the advice in the overindulging.
Yeah.
Even though I wrote some of it.
I really enjoyed my own wise words. I'm one of the 3 wise men. Do you bring the gold, the frankincense or the myrrh? Which I bring the frankincense.
I am officially one of the 3 wise men. I fucking love that. You know, we found the chief 3 wise men officer. So there was the expectations and the mental load. Yeah. That's what I've mainly focused on this week. What about you?
I have focused, overeating. Actually, I've pretty much focused on all of them.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You rock.
I know. Shall I tell you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. I thought you were going to say, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Nothing's a problem.
I thought I was good. I'm not. I thought I was. I thought I was all like sorted, but turns out I'm not perfect.
Really?
Look, this is a very weird Christmas for me. Apart from
only you.
Just
it's
me.
only weird for Lauren.
My house. Everyone else in the UK is having a normal.
Yeah. No one else is struggling. Yeah.
We're having it at home, just the 5 of us. And normally we're at my brother and sister-in-law, and there's 21 of us and 11 kids. And my Christmas day is doing Christmas stuff in the morning with my kids, then getting dollied up, taking the dessert that I've made to my sister-in-law's, and then completely relaxing until like 11:30 midnight.
Do you get shit-faced?
No, I don't.
Do you drink?
I drink, yeah. I'll definitely have.
It's hard to get really drunk during the day when you're eating loads of food.
Because we have a quiz and I have...
You have a quiz?
Yes. It's full on. It's a full, like, catered for entertainment-wise and food-wise Christmas day. And I completely relax. And this year, obviously, I cannot. Can we talk about the mental load? Do you just want to lie down on the floor now?
Well, I've talked about...
a bit. I do a bit.
I don't even know where to begin with the mental load. I'm very, very, very busy in the run-up to Christmas, work-wise.
Mega busy. Yes.
Beyond.
Yes.
Beyond. So there's all of that to contend with. And then, do you know what my husband did?
Nothing will surprise me when it comes to husbands.
I think it will.
Come on.
I think it will.
What?
He said to me, because he could see how stressed I was about Christmas jumpers and work and whatever, collections and all of the shit that's going on, and the new puppet you hadn't arrived yet. And he said, I'm going to do Christmas Day. And I said, what do you mean you're going to do Christmas Day? He said, just leave the whole thing to me. And you know what I did?
What?
I said, okay.
I mean, I am...
Are you surprised?
Speechless.
That I said okay, or that he's offered?
Both.
Right. And I tell you something, I haven't gotten involved.
Has he shopped?
Once.
Shopped for it? Food shop?
So, my sister was over for dinner the other night.
I feel a bit scared.
Because she's in our bubble. And I haven't asked one question because
You've just let it go.
I've let it go because once we wrote this show and it was the whole ask for help and let people help and don't be a martyr, and he's offered. So the way I see it is he wants to do this. I'm not going to then rob him of the joy of trying to make Christmas nice for everybody.
And you haven't micromanaged him through this.
I've really stood down and I've really chatted with myself consistently when I have panicked about, is there going to be enough food? And is he going to do this? And what is it? And what if there's all that noise? I've like, you know what? He's a grown man. He knows how to cook and he wants to do it and it's his pleasure. And who am I to say that he isn't doing it right?
I mean, I'm so A, impressed, B, jealous, C, proud of you that you're able to just let him get on with it.
I've let it. But my sister came over for dinner the other night and she started questioning him. And I swear to God, I did not prompt her, but I was so delighted to hear his responses because I didn't want to probe.
But you kind of do want to know.
But I do want to know. And he was like, at the end of the day, it's a turkey, it's parsnips, it's potatoes, it's done. And I'm like, yeah, he's absolutely right. It's one meal. Like, let's all just, he said, how hard is it? It's not.
Right.
Right?
Let me just tell you what else is on my mental load. Let me just get it off my chest. Okay.
Are we supposed to be giving solutions?
I'm going to give you my solutions.
Okay.
Christmas plays, Christmas fates, Secret Santa, getting the children to write a Christmas list, distributing the list to grandparents, buying the tree, dressing the tree, decorating the house, choosing the gifts, buying them, wrapping them. Yes, I wrap every single stocking filler. That's my own fault. Okay.
But with all that's been said, how do you feel about perhaps taking that away from yourself and not doing that?
I haven't. But what I have done is I've taken Kate's advice. I have the mental load, although there is less going on. There's no Christmas fates and all this. I have decided to remember I am an extraordinarily organised and capable person.
Yes.
Everything is always done on time.
Yes.
Every year.
Yes.
And it's done well. And this year will also be totally fine.
Yes.
And I will also try to simply express any overwhelm I feel to my husband rather than expect him to psychically guess what it is I might need. He has already discussed, ordered and dealt with the goose. We're having goose. He has dealt with that. I had nothing to do with it.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. So what we're both uncovering is we're stepping outside of our normal behaviour and we're allowing our husbands to help us.
Yes.
Because in the past, I haven't allowed him to.
Asking for it rather than just going...
The one thing I'm worried about, which I think we could give a small nod to, is on the day itself, which is imminent now.
Yes.
He is a very, 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 very messy cook.
Yes.
That will stress me out.
It mustn't.
I don't want to be stressed out. So I now acknowledge, right, I don't want to feel stressed. The kitchen's going to be in complete and utter disarray.
Yeah.
And so when my parents come, the house will not be perfect. What do I do? Shall I just start swigging on the gin early doors?
Yes. Have a little nip before lunch. That would be my top tip.
Like sedate myself.
Remember the day when the 20 people were over and all you did was wash up? Let it go. Let it go. Yes. Like Frozen. Let it go.
Okay.
And enjoy the day.
Okay. I'm going to report back on how I get on with that. I mean, how would you be with that? You like everything in its place too.
Terrible. But you have to enjoy the day. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
Right, let's talk about expectations. You're going to be a bit shocked here, okay? You're going to be a bit shocked by what I've done. You know, I like perfection. And I don't like to delegate because if it's not done to the standard that I like, then I also don't like to ask for help. So it's like a pretty much perfect shitstorm how to be stressed. So when I was talking to Kate, the therapist, she was like, dude, you host a self-care podcast. Physician, heal thyself. Those were her words. So my plan this Christmas Day is so outlandish. It is so unlike me. It is so rebellious that I have shocked even myself. Okay, are you ready for this?
I don't know, am I? What are you going to do?
I've outsourced the cooking.
To where?
Marks and Spencer's.
What do you mean?
You know how much I love cooking and I cook for joy, pleasure.
Yeah.
I've thought, right, do I want to spend Christmas morning in a house full of men peeling, chopping, slicing, putting things in olive oil, using all my baking trays, and then by the time we get to lunch, feeling so fucked off, resentful and exhausted that I don't even enjoy it because let's be honest, it's just a fucking roast
one
dinner
meal. That's
for
exactly
my
what,
3 children,
Yes.
who, by
Yes.
the way, think Domino's is haute cuisine. I have bought the goose, the beautiful goose, and I will cook that. Everything else is being dealt with by Marks and Spencer's. Pre-prepared. Woohoo!
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
Now,
So we're both realizing the things that we struggle with, and we are implementing practices in place to help us enjoy the day. I am so proud of both of us right now.
too. I did get a little defensive. I thought, shall I just gloss over this, not say anything about it? Or should I just, I thought, I can't lie. It's just not in my nature. So I confessed to my husband. I said, I'm telling you now. I got a little bit defensive. Everything is I don't want to feel resentful or tired. And he was like, he said, I'm a little surprised, but I really don't care.
No, he doesn't care. No one cares.
Ta-da!
I mean, it's astounding how no one cares.
No one cares.
I have got a voice note.
Come on,
that I would like to
it.
play.
Yeah.
So I think the one word that sums up the entire week is overwhelm. And I think that overwhelm is a symptom of the issues that we've mentioned in the intro. It's definitely a symptom of the mental load, and it's definitely a symptom of expectation. Well, it's definitely one of my symptoms anyway. And so this week has really been about managing that overwhelm day in, day out. So it's been interesting to do the research to figure out where it's coming from, and what the struggle and the issue is. But underlying all of that is actually me having to get past the overwhelm in some way.
I think we've both done quite a good job. I'm feeling quite proud of both of us.
So am I. I've really stepped outside of my comfort zone here.
Me too.
Yeah.
And also,
M&S and Adam cooking. I mean, who'd have thought?
who'd have ever thought? But one last thing that we haven't covered, that Kate didn't cover, but I really think should be said. Okay. This year, I think this Christmas, everyone should look at it as actually an opportunity, an opportunity to create your own traditions and have the Christmas that you want.
Yeah.
Because you're not catering for everyone else. You're also not in someone else's house where they have their traditions and the way they run Christmas Day. So if you want this Christmas Day to be about staying in your pajamas, having turkey and then watching films for the whole afternoon and evening, you can do that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like, make it lovely for yourself, to please yourself. And I think actually that is a thing that I am really looking forward to.